There's something fishy happening with the impeachment motion against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. While it is widely known that President Ruto's battalion have turned against the Deputy President, a new perspective suggests that the impeachment narrative might be a strategic distraction orchestrated by both Gachagua and Ruto to divert attention from the Kenyan Kwanza government's incompetence. Recent reports indicate that Gachagua and President Ruto might be using the impeachment saga to shift Kenya's focus away from public outrage against the government. This tactic aims to direct or redirect attention to the impeachment conflict, buying time for the government to address the growing discontent, especially with the upcoming protest scheduled for the August 8th. Githunguri MP wa Muchomba commented on this strategy, saying, "Someone thinks playing the tribal card against the deputy president and leaders of the Mount Kenya will deflect from the corruption and inefficiency in the Kenya Kwanza government highlighted by the protesters. Presenting an impeachment agenda against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is a decoy to shift attention from allegations of massive corruption and open inefficiency on various issues flagged by Kenyans. Accusing some of us for rejecting the finance bill and plotting to discipline us is welcome. Will you punish the thousands of Kenyans who openly rejected the Finance Bill 2024 from all over Kenya? An impeachment plot on DP Gachagua is welcome. We may not have sufficient numbers in parliament to push back, but we have the people of Kenya with us. Accusing us of opposing government taxation on matters like KRA e-teams deduction is a fallacy. Any sober MP will defend voters against such punitive taxes. Even in the future, such bills will face resistance. Some of us have refused to join the club of public funds looters and swindlers in the name of lawmaking. For now, those drafting the impeachment and whipping MPs alert us when you are ready for the monkey dance, she said through her Twitter account. Since the impeachment motion against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua emerged, Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga, often seen as Gachagua's mouthpiece, claimed that the Deputy President is being targeted by President Ruto's allies because he opposed the Finance Bill 2024 and stood with Kenyans.
Accusations that when they were in a cabinet meeting, he actually opposed the Finance Bill. The Finance Bill, I think we should be clapping for that man, because the Finance Bill ultimately was rejected by Kenyans. And it says he has a connection with the ground, as opposed to those people who went to parliament to represent people but no longer represent people but represent an individual who tells them what to do. This is very, very unfortunate. And we must say that where an impeachment motion is being considered against the deputy president, I would want to make it very, very clear that that is an affront towards the mountain. And it is really an attack on us as a people. And we will not take it lying, but it has its consequences. Whoever feels that that is the way to go, we kindly tell them, bring it on. We will deal with it when the time comes.
Despite Kahiga's attempts to portray Gachagua as a friend to the protesters, many Kenyans remain skeptical. They believe that Gachagua is no better than President Ruto and might be even worse when it comes to leading the country.
Iko Deputy President wa Kenya, the biggest embarrassment of our time. Anaambia Rais Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua Geoffrey is an embarrassment to you.
And Gachagua is even worse in my view, because he talks about shareholding. We just turned our country into a shareholding company. We want change.
On the other side, the impeachment motion against the deputy president is gaining momentum, with police officers now drawn into the saga. According to the latest developments, 3 senior aides of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua were questioned on Tuesday as part of an ongoing investigation to determine who might have financed the anti-government protests. Police visited the officials' offices in Karen, Nairobi for statements in a session that lasted for hours. 2 MPs from Nairobi were also interrogated. Police allege that these individuals organized goons to raid shops and other premises, looting as the Gen Z protest unfolded in the city. The accused have denied these claims. Among those questioned were advisors to the Deputy President himself. However, police have indicated that there is currently scant evidence linking these individuals to the alleged activities. Teams handling the probe have been relying on intelligence, which they argue is not actionable at this time. This development follows reports suggesting that Gachagua might have been involved in funding the Gen Z protests, which the president claimed was sponsored to create anarchy.
We have no use for anarchy and violence and destruction of property and loss of life. Wale ambao wanasponsor hiyo violence, sisi tunawajua. And I want to call out those who are behind the anarchy in Kenya, those who are behind the sponsoring the chaos in the Republic of Kenya. Shame on them, because they are sponsoring violence against our democratic nation. Mimi nataka niulize watu wa Ford Foundation, watuambie hiyo pesa wanatoa ifanye fujo ndio wapate faida gani? We are going to call them out and we are going to tell them, if they are not interested in democracy in Kenya, if they are going to sponsor violence, if they are going to sponsor anarchy, we are going to call them out and we are going to tell them they either style up or they leave. Tunaelewana jameni ama tuelewani? Munataka watu watununulie vijana ati wafanye fujo katika Kenya? Vijana sio wa kufanya fujo. Vijana ni wa kufanya kazi. Na hiyo ndio mpango tuko naye ya kupanga ajira ya hawa vijana. Wakati tunapanga ajira ya hawa vijana kwa affordable housing, tunapanga ajira ya hawa vijana kwa hii markets, tunapanga ajira ya hawa vijana kwa digital jobs, tunapanga ajira ya hawa vijana kwa mambo ya export of labor, tunapanga ajira ya hawa vijana kwa mambo ya manufacturing na mambo ya value addition na mambo ya industrialization. Kuna watu hawataki tupange vijana wafanye kazi, wanataka kupanga vijana wafanye fujo.
But the big question is, between Gachagua and President William Ruto, who do you think holds the solution to this country? Leave your thoughts in our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.